Submissive. All day long I expend. I hold together, I lift up, I give out. I pour light for our food supply, I irrigate crops with my mouth. It's a rare occasion that I just take in. So when he asked if I was a dom or a sub, I didn't really know what he meant. I just knew I wanted to be the opposite of him so that we could fit, because to be quite honest, I would have settled for kissing his wrist. Now, I am a strong, liberated woman. My ex-husband will tell you that you will never find submit written on these palms, but they are always face up and open, ready to give. According to Cosmo, men like a woman that can take control. So I have long since memorized the erogenous zones, the exact placement of tongue for the desired response. I can always make a man's microphone sing some pretty damn good songs, but the really hard thing for me is to just lay back and receive. He held me like the edge of a cliff holds the feet of the fed up, like the sky holds the surrender of a falling body. He maneuvered me like a canoe through crashing rapids, my hips the stern, his hand the pivoting blade through water. I reached out to return the favor, but he said, no, relax. I don't want you to do anything. And see, that's a move I don't know. The move to nothing, to be completely empty and open, effortlessly receiving pleasure without thought to strategy or counter. He placed my hands above my head, and then he pulled and pressed and bit like I was the last piece of fruit on earth and his survival depended on it. He consumed every inch of skin, every drop of juice. I didn't notice any pain, just the joy of proper use. There was a fretboard between my legs and a sound box in my mouth. There were chords that never existed until he pulled them out, and there were no chains or whips, but I would have called him master. And not because I felt like I was less than him, but because it felt like he knew things about my body that I didn't. Like he'd been studying it 1,000 years and he deserved a fucking certificate. Like I was the eastern sky and I was the prayer mat and he was the man who had just conquered the last inch of a turbulent mind. And then he asks me, how do you feel? And I said, alive. And so maybe I'm a sub, whatever that means. Maybe I don't mind being dominated if I can trust the dominator. Maybe sex doesn't fit in boxes anymore. We are undefinable. We are shades of masculine and feminine, looking for someone to bounce life off of, looking for someone to give when we need to receive when we need to give. And when it's done right, both gets done at the same time, and sometimes it's rough. Like bone to bone, like your inside's clean kind of love. And sometimes it's candle wax on torsos or feathers on ankles or moonbeams on eyelashes. Sometimes there's no skin involved at all. And sometimes it's being to being. Here, let me hold that soul for you because you've been drowning in labels for so long you've grown tired of survival. Here's a moment of bliss, a moment of aliveness. All day long I expend. I hold together, I lift up, I give out. And sometimes I just take in.